Okay, now we're gonna talk about relationship stuff again. Why men shouldn't chase women. Honestly, this is one of those topics where people think that it's like this toxic masculinity thing, but it's actually the works of nature, right? Women are not attracted, or I would say most women are not attracted to a man who is chasing them. And I talked about this idea of incels, which are men who are chronically online that follow these ideologies and they form assumptions about women that they've never met. And so they form this whole identity. I call it like a hamster wheel effect, right? Where you spin in a circle and you're expending all your energy as much as you can, but you just end up in the same spot. You're not getting anywhere. That's what these incels are, is that they have this desire for women, but they tell themselves that they're not good enough, which is counterintuitive. You're working against yourself. Now, what I found out with my interactions with women is that the less I care about the outcome, the less I'm pressed about being impressive, the more curious they become because I'm not giving away information. I'm not just telling them everything. And it leads them to want to investigate. Now, this is not with every woman. I'm not like, this is not like oh, this is how you pick up women. Like, this is not that. This is just the psychology of things. Because there's a benefit to not chasing women, right? There's different types of people in this world, which are led by different motives. Now, when I first started out getting women, I'm not gonna hold you. I was a playboy. I was a person who didn't value a female's energy because I was bought into this ideology of the red pill manosphere. You just gotta be the man, you gotta get everything, and then you could have a bunch of them. And that's what I was doing. I had like a rotation of like 4 or 5 different women. I was just playing into the psychology of hypergamy, where women are attracted to pre-select men who are, who are other women are attracted to, so they just follow along suit. And I thought of it like, well, this is just the way how things are. I grew an ego from that. I thought that monogamy was just for plebs, like people who can't get any other women, and polygamy is for the playboys. It's for the people who know what they're doing type stuff, right? Then I started noticing something within my consciousness. I started noticing the type of person I was becoming, and I didn't like it. I just didn't like that. I was becoming an unconscious person, and I was involving myself in a lot of unconscious activity because you got to think about the type of women that I was attracting, right? Although they were beautiful, they were not that conscious, okay? They were women who were mainly focused on the sacral chakra, the sexual energy. You know, the saying goes, you are what you attract. So I was only attracting that type of female. That type of woman was one that was only in lust, right? I had this girl, she was crazy, man. She was crazy, bro. She was crazy but fun. She was crazy but fun. The thing that made her fun was that she loved tasting me. Okay, I'll just keep it at that because I don't want to get too vulgar. But beyond the sexual acts, it there's no conversation. There's nothing. Like, I would be the only one talking. I would be, and it feels like I'm talking to a brick wall because she wouldn't have any interest in anything that I'm saying. It's not like a back and forth conversation. It's just like, oh, that's cool. Like, it made me feel like I was just bothering her with the convo. And when you surround yourself with people like that, that kills your interests in life and only focuses on the sensual pleasures, it hollows you out and distracts you from your true purpose in life. Because the things that interest you in life is your motivation to live. It's your script of life. It is what you are destined to bring forth in this world. That's why you're interested in it. Then when I started gaining mastery over my sexual energy, I started bringing more awareness to my chakras. My lustful desires started disappearing, or I wasn't feeling as lustful as I used to because I was raising my consciousness. I was raising my awareness. And what happened with the female I was dealing with at the time, she was addicted to the sex and she was not understanding the person. She didn't care about the me, basically. Like, she didn't care about what I got going, what I'm talking, what I'm diving into, the philosophies, the understandings, that I'm just trying to make sense of this world, right? She didn't give a damn about none of that. She only cared about the pleasure that she was getting from the sex. And that's what I attracted. Women who only cared about the external, right? They never cared about the internal. So if I were to be handicapped one day and I can't perform the tasks, of back shots, it's over. She's gone. She's gone. It's the same thing when it comes to money too. If you attract a woman with money, with finances, with fame, notoriety, she's going to be gone the minute those things are gone. That's what most men who chase women lead with. They lead with their wallets. They lead with their notoriety. They lead with sex. They lead with things that are temporary. And they end up in relationships that bring them hell, right? Where they're putting up with somebody's nonsense or shenanigans because it's reliable sex. Instead of chasing women, I think the best action a man can take in his life is pursuing his passions, right? Because in the pursuit of your passions, you're going to come across like-minded people who share the same vision, the same goals, the same ideals of life as you do. And you're going to actually have that synchronicity of mind where you can have a relationship that works, that grows with each other. Because the relationships that come from sensual pleasures only, they don't last that long because of conflict of interests, literally, where one person might be interested in this and the other person is interested in that, and those two things contradict each other. And now you're fighting with each other inside the relationship when you both bonded over sex. I had one of these relationships and I'm telling you, man, it is not worth it. It's just a bunch of idle-mindedness activities that happen, right? Because I was with this chick, I would spend a day with her, and the day right after, she's already begging to come and see me again. I'm like, yo, chill, relax, let it marinate a little. Like, let the suspense build up. Like, I just saw you yesterday, relax. She started doing some weird stuff, like she started creating fake numbers from some app and texting me from these fake numbers. And I know it's her because I don't give my number out to any and anybody, bro. So of course it's coming from her. Through these fake numbers, she's telling me about like she's trying to get me jealous in a sense. I don't know what she was doing, but it was a lot of toxic energy. Like, she was trying to like pretend that she was her ex that was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take the girl from you and this and that. I'm like, who is this? Who got time for all of this? She would just start arguments with me over the most benign things ever. Like, she would argue with me over not texting her enough, not calling her enough. And then when I do it, when I'm like, all right, you know what? Maybe I was a little bit unmindful when it comes to those things. Let me try to text you some more. It's like she would still find some type of thing to argue and complain about. This type of person feeds off of that drama. Like, they feed off of that energy of commotion. Then I started realizing, bruh, it's better to be alone than to be with somebody that can't manage their own energy. It's better that I'm just on my own. What I needed to do was I needed to figure myself out. I need to figure out, what did I want out of life? What did I want out of a companion? How do I see a healthy relationship? And now, you know, I'm in a better relationship than that one because I'm actually with someone who actually cares about what I have to say. It's all because I'm attracting the reality that I want for myself with my thought process. By changing my thought process from being a vanity, a person that only cares about the looks, where now I only attract people that only care about the looks. Now that I've changed my mentality, I'm attracting people that value the actual energy inside. They value me for who I am. So instead of chasing women, or even people in general, this could be unilateral, like, don't chase men if you're a woman. Don't chase anyone. Pursue your passions. And in that pursuit, you will find like-minded people who you fancy. And if you don't have a passion, make it your passion to find passion, right? Like, some people, they don't have a goal or they don't have anything that they're really passionate about in life. So make it a passion to find passion, find meaning in a meaningless world. That's what you got to do. And when you do that, you're going to attract more valuable people in your life.